fight on our own. We turn the battle over to a power greater than ourselves. And that higher power got us clean. We stay clean each day the same way on faith. Just for today, we surrender. Life may be too big for us to tackle on our own power. When it is, we seek a power greater than ourselves. We pray, asking our higher power for direction and the strength to follow it. By clean, full lives, by exercising and renewing our faith on a daily basis, we tap the resource we need to live clean, full lives. There is limitless strength available to us whenever we need it, to grasp it. All we need to do is keep the faith in the higher power that got us clean and keep us clean. Just for today, faith got me clean. Faith will keep me clean. Today I will keep faith with my higher power. I will renew my surrender and pray for knowledge and strength.
Thanks for reading.
You're welcome.
What you get out of that?
Having faith bigger than my fear. It's like even today, like it was like I needed to read that. You know what I mean? Because I got to keep the faith. Sometimes I get a little down. You know what I mean? Feel a little upset. Like I see my 88-year-old mom on Saturday, and I used to live down there and see her like every day. And now I'm up here, and I just got to keep the faith. We're gonna try and get a bigger house and bring her with us. Me and my brother.
Okay.
So faith is really good for me today. I needed to read that. Thank you.
Awesome. How much time you have clean?
Since April 15th.
Let's give it a tour. All right. Come on.
You guys in Sharon's group, this is Miss Shelley. She's our newest counselor. So she started last week, so you'll be seeing her around.
Hello, Michelle. Welcome.
All right. All right. I thank God for last night's rest this morning, Rise. Thank God for His grace and His mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve. And mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. Once again, how's the brothers and sisters? Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right. That's Brother Dash. Yesterday was his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
All right.
I'm all right with it.
All right.
Good, brother there.
Come on, you got the floor. How you feel about your birthday? Clean
and sober.
Uh-huh.
And I did just like, I'm gonna get all emotional because I'm a crybaby too. Y'all know I might act up, but I am a little bit. But I just feel so good on the inside, just being with my family and sober with my best friend, my brother. I just stop calling baby. But I just feel good, and I love what me and Gary do. We go different places, we touch people's lives, man, and it feels so good for another person to come to me and hug me and thank me for just being there, just showing my face. I ain't gotta say a word. Sometimes I be quiet, sometimes I can be a wreck, sometimes I get on people's nerves. But I like to make people laugh, make them happy, man, because I've been there. I know. And it's going to get better. It's going to get better. If I'm going to tell you my story, then you'll start crying. I fell 2.5 stories off a ladder. Got burnt up this whole side, was in the coma, on life support, all that shit wasn't there. And he was by me every step in that hospital. Every day. Get on my nerves. No, I call him every morning. You up yet? You ready? I'm waiting for him at the door. Come on, let's go. We got work to do. But I love Derek, though. Derek, I met Derek in a program. I've been following him ever since. He's like a brother I never had. And I love him. I really love him. Especially when he buy me still. I love him. I love all y'all for real. I look forward to coming here. I'll be ready. When you come on, I'm going to start walking today till I get there tomorrow.
I look forward to coming to see Derek too.
That day was good. With my family, my father came home. My father will be 98 years old.
Oh, God bless him.
And my father always been good to me. I come from a good family, stuff like that. Just the father, man. Like, I can sit in his face. I'm so glad you got yourself together. I told him, so am I.
That's beautiful.
But I'm good, though. I'm good. I'm just full of joy. I'm just bubbly.
Good.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All
Now do
right.
your thing, Derek.
All right, okay. Hey, for those who here who got issues and got trouble, we all got trouble, right? I had to learn to what? To welcome it and embrace it. Welcome trouble and embrace it. Why? Because I'm human. I'm not a what? A robot. I never like to feel, right? I always was in the matrix. Drugs takes me away from what? Reality. Takes me to a place of what? Fantasy. But I can't stay in fantasy forever because I have bills to pay and I have responsibilities. So I stayed in the matrix as long as I could to stay immature, unresponsible, unreliable, unteachable. And I thought that was what? Okay. But when you have responsibilities, you definitely have kids, you have bills, you have health issues. It's all about what? Balance. And my word today for y'all is like we talk about positive self-affirmations. One program we went to, I see yesterday, Keystone, Castle Grayskull. That we was up there on Sundays, right? And the faces of a lot of people was like down in the dumps. Some people in there, like, you know, they don't know what to do, how to do it, how to ask for help, what to say, what to read, who to hang with, who not to hang with, knowing balance in their lives, how to recover. What do I suffer from? The disease of addiction is insidious. What does that mean? It's progressive. What do that mean? It's cunning. What does that mean? It's chronic. What does that mean? It's fatal. I know what that means. And there's a lot to what? Uncover and discover about ourselves and what we suffer from. Offense and defense. Offense, we move to get to the what? The touchdown. Think so funny? Defense is for what? When what? Detractors, instigators, haters, provocateurs, right? That come to try to zap our joy. So positive self-affirmation is very important because I like, you know, God said, yo, you need to remix it because a lot of time we can talk negative all day long. Easy. From A to Z, no problem. I'm a liar. I'm a dolphin. I'm a manipulator. I got control issues. I want things my way. I bite the hand that feeds me. I'm a manipulator. I allow my urines. Listen, I got a wizinator. Yo, listen. We can talk that, no problem. But let's talk about some things that's going to uplift our spirit. Here's another thing, too, I said to my lady before I left this morning. I said, it's a difference between motivation and empowerment. Motivation to me is like, you can say something, you get motivated, go outside, smoke a cigarette, and become demotivated. But if you empower somebody, you go outside, smoke a cigarette, and still feel right on fire. 2 months, make a change. That's empowerment. Right? But I know people say motivational speaker, to get people motivated, like, but empowerment is so important. So I pray and ask God to let me be a better teacher. Let me be a better listener. Because I can't help nobody if I don't listen. And it was always my character defect. I went to jail 4 times because I wouldn't listen. Relapsed 8 times because I would not listen. Had women in my life just to lose them because I would not listen to her. Because it's easy to talk. They call that verbal masturbation. Because you get information, I don't apply the application, and guess what? That's called verbal masturbation. But when I get the information, I better apply the information so it becomes what? Internal transformation. Empowerment. They say, yo, don't just keep giving a man a fish.
Teach him how to fish.
Teach him how to fish. Now you empowered him instead of motivating him. Real important. Positive self-affirmation. Let's get into it. 12 o'clock. We should cross on the finish line. Right? And listen, this is not a witness protection program. Right? He don't work for the CIA agent. I'm not an FBI agent. Nobody wired. Here, we not wired. All right?
Yeah.
And you gotta give up the tapes like Richard Nixon. Everybody know what I'm talking about? And start talking about what? You. Because when he get free, she get free. He goes in, she goes in. He goes in, I go in. I go in, she goes in. And it's what A helps B, but it helps A the most. We need each other to recover. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Play in here. We die
Out there.
out there. Real simple. Listen, and that's no gray areas. That's just what it is. Number 1, believe and believe in yourself. Believe and believe in yourself. I never believed in me.
Right.
I didn't like me. I never told me that, but I didn't like me. I didn't love me. I didn't tell me that, but I didn't love me. I'm going to show you why. Because when the Wu-Tang Clan came, I wanted to be every 9 members of the Wu-Tang Clan. And Capadonna made 10. When Nas dropped, wanted to be Nas. Busta Rhymes, same thing. KRS-One, same thing. Big Daddy Kane, same thing. You know what I'm talking about? Crush Groove, Running MC, same thing. Practicing with my Stripe Lees on and my Dookie Ropes and my Gazelle Shades, LL Cool J, all of that. So I wanted to be other men, except Derek McKnight. For years, I believed in other people, but I never believed in Derek McKnight. So now I come into treatment. Now I got to start to believe in me. For what? I'm a dope fiend. For what? I'm a crackhead. For what? Listen, I'm a homeless. For what? I'm a drunk. But you got to believe in yourself in spite of what we do. Believe leads to faith. And what faith leads to what? Hope. That I like will get better. Belief is very important. You got to believe. I didn't like my pointy nose. I wanted a fat nose like Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson, like his fat nose, he made it skinny like mine's. Yeah, low self-esteem, right? I didn't like my big forehead. My George Jefferson proceeding hairline. I didn't like that. Remember back in the day we was little kids? We used to put erasers on our head. We used to walk from that wall to that wall with eraser on your head. And, yeah, he looking dark, he did it. They used to call me Two Brains, E.T. Yeah, that was me right there. I didn't like my head. Always wear hats like LL Cool J. I was trying to hide me. I never believed in me. So it's hard to recover when you don't believe in yourself. And when you don't believe in you, you can beat yourself up. I don't deserve a good man. I don't deserve a good woman. I don't deserve to have a better job. I don't deserve to have a better place to live because I don't believe in me. And guess who really hurts with a mentality like that? Our children. Because kids don't learn from what we tell them. They learn from what we what? You better believe it. Believe and believe what? In ourselves. Who believe that you can stay clean until you die? Very good. Who in here still want to get high? And you're negotiating with your life. Anybody negotiating? Who got a municipal card? And you don't got, what?
Cataract.
You don't got anxiety or what? Cataracts. I just want a license to smoke. To stay on the plantation called active addiction. Now, if you do have anxiety, if you do have glaucoma, we're not talking to you. But the person who manipulating the system, you just hurt nobody but who?
Yourself. Yeah. And other people.
Yeah, to thyself be what? True. We got to believe in ourselves because nothing starts until we believe. And we got to believe in the right thing, not the wrong thing. I thought guns would keep a brother in place. I thought making a girl holler and breaking the bed would, keep her together. Nah. Yeah. I thought getting a woman pregnant, she won't leave. I believe that. None of that stuff is true. You know what I'm talking about? I thought when you're being ignorant and getting drunk and getting high, I believed that was living it up. My beliefs were wrong. I called wrong right and called right wrong. Until I started reading the word of God and, Dirk, you're wrong. And, Dirk, listen, you got control issues. Dirk, listen, you need to grow up. Every time God send me a queen, I try to pervert her into a whore. That's why I never had nobody, because I never listened. I had control issues. Just talking about what? Myself. Self-examination is a beautiful thing when we want to get better. I love this field right called psychology. I never want to really get into it, right? But the more we get into it, the more we in here, I'm like an unlicensed psychiatrist. And I listen to the sisters, what they be talking about, right? And that's necessary because I need that for what? My life. And to start reading and start studying what we all deal with. Because you want to study psychology, it's the behavior of what? The human psyche. Why we do what we do. Why you shoot dope and you know the consequences? Why you popping pills and you know the consequences? Why you stealing and you know and put money on you and still stealing? Why we bring all our baggage and hide who we are and go into somebody else's life and bring all that pain with us? Believe in the right thing. If you're a Muslim, the Quran is the GPS. Not that, the word of God, the GPS. You Buddhists, Recovery Dharma, good book. Check that book out. You'll love it. And if you're Jewish, the Torah. N-A-A-A, They are books that help us navigate our lives to a beautiful destination. How about this right here? Try your best. Try our best. Anybody talking about? Try your best. Now I gotta believe in me. Now I gotta try my best. Is it hard to try? This ain't don't try, just do it, right? I'm gonna try to go to work. I'm gonna try to make a meeting. I'm gonna try to get a
try.
Say it again.
You go to quote, do, there is no try.
Ain't gonna happen.
Very good. Why you say that? You believe that?
Master Yoda from Star Wars.
Ah.
Just do it, right?
Right,
Just
man.
do it.
Just do it. Right.
You can do it.
Right.
I can do it.
He went to Star Wars on us.
Damn.
My man. Good morning. How much stuff you got clean,
My
soldier?
son.
3 months.
Hey, a lot of time. All
Thank you.
All right. There's no try like that. All right. We gotta put your best forward in it. Everybody understand that? Who sleep on a mattress called mediocrity? Who sleep on a mattress called mediocrity? I do just enough to get by.
Oh, I do. I did.
You working on that?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
I'm Dominique.
How you doing, love?
I'm good.
All right. You still
But
like
that's
that? You
how
got.
I live. Yeah, that's how I live. As long as I'm comfortable, that's good enough for me. But I'm afraid of I'm afraid of going to another level. I won't even try. I just give up. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm good. And that's not. I need to be a little more adventurous. You know, step
Assertive.
out. Yes, exactly. Because just like talking right now, I've been getting nervous. You know,
Okay.
but at any rate, yeah. You know, I need to be more assertive.
That'd be good. How much time you got clean, Don?
Almost 5 months.
Hey, all right. God bless you. There's no try. Self-affirmations. I believe in me today. I'm gonna do my best today. All right? I'm gonna do my best today. Who don't like to make mistakes? Perfectionists got a problem with that. That never will be perfect. We're gonna make what? Mistakes. Hopefully we don't make the what? Same mistakes. You understand that? It's okay because we're
Learn from
human.
your mistakes.
Say it again.
Learn from your mistakes.
That's right. That's right. Very good. We learn from our mistakes. How about this right here? Never give up. Never give up. Positive self-affirmations. Who see drive through? We drive through Chester to get back to Philadelphia. And over there at the gas station, I seen a lot of people who give up. I used to be out there too, the winos out there cussing each other out. Yeah, man, whatever. Gave up. Women out there selling their bodies, looking at people's cars strangely. Gave up on what? Being a woman. Listen, that's not your purpose. God didn't design you to be out there selling your body. That's a form of what? Giving up. Because I cut corners and I want an easy way. You know, we go back home in Philadelphia. One guy was out there, it was like 30 degrees outside. He said, we got a place for you to go. He said, I'm good out here. I'm good where I'm at. And sometimes you got to leave people where they at.
Right.
But never give up. You understand that?
Right.
It's, you had the same mentality when we was looking for drugs. If I was coming to cop from New York, and New York said, yo, we shop closed for 10 minutes. I didn't wait for New York. I kept it moving. I didn't give up to get high. Never. From Sunday to Sunday, on it. Monday to Monday, on it. Tuesday, on down the ladder. On it. Every day. Never gave up to get high. Same energy, same tenacity, reversed. Never give up to what? To live.
Right.
Never give up to live. And watch out for spiritual abortionists. A lot of times they're family members who try to kill the gift that God put in us. But a lot of times we don't need them. We kill it ourselves. Because they go back to number one. I don't believe me. So I kill everything that God tried to put in me. That's in me.
Oh.
They would never resurrect. They would never manifest. I would never see it in my life. Remind me of Prince in Purple Rain. When Prince used to come save the day because his father was beating on his mom, and he intervened. And one day it was no yelling and screaming. He came home, got quiet, got nervous. Come to find out his father shot himself in the head. But I don't think his father died when he went to the hospital. But in the basement, Prince was so mad at his father. And mad at what? It just his life, it seemed like. And he just beat the whole basement up. Right. Swinging till he got tired. Swinging till he stopped swinging. And the papers was flying. And he tried to grab one, missed it, grab another one, missed it, grabbed one, looked at it, and it was father music. It was shells of what? Shells of music that his father wrote, but it never went nowhere but the basement. But the basement. The richest piece of real estate other than Africa. Because Africa continent is self-sufficient. And that's why they still raping Africa today.
Right.
But the greatest piece of real estate other than Africa is the grave. Because thousands of men and women went to the graves and took their talents and gifts with them.
Okay.
Positive self-affirmation. Got to believe in me. Can't give up. I'm going to do my best today and work hard. Anybody know that? Who's lazy in here? Who procrastinate? All right. Who want people to do for you what you should be doing for your damn self? I've been there before. Yeah. Where the codependency people at? Who got capes on? Who trying to save the day? You get tired of that.
My other drunk there.
You want to shoot dope? I'm gonna stop you from shooting dope. I'm gonna hide your needles. Who hiding people bottles and crack pipes and all that madness? My mother's showing up at my job. Talking about, this my son right here. This my son right here. So, Miss McKnight, okay, all right, why are you here, Miss McKnight? Wait a minute, here's his father. And you see, it was Thursday. Tomorrow, he get paid. Don't you give my son that goddamn check. And miss, he's a grown man. I don't give a damn. You don't live with him. He smoke crack.
Dang.
Don't give my son that check. Do you hear me? Yes, McKnight. And I'm mad, right? Because she's there in the first place. Now I got to maneuver to get the check to get high because I already had in my mind where I was going to cop from. Who else going to sex? All that madness. All up here in the psych ward. The psych of the zoo right here. The nut box, like my man says. The nut box. It's a cemetery. Or it could be a what? A garden of paradise. Because we reap what we sow. So anybody here who got issues right now, I condole to sis. She lost her aunt, I believe. She said that, right? Yeah. And look, the furnace of affliction. Y'all know how they make gold? Gold go through extreme heat to come out 24 karat gold. We as humans go through the furnace of what? Affliction. And the heat represents burning of all the impurities that live inside of us. So we need trauma. We need haters. I need difficulties. I need obstacles. I need trials and tribulations. Because it helps burning off the impurities that lives inside of Derek McKnight. Hard work. Freedom ain't free. It's a price to pay to get free. Do everybody know that? It's a price to pay to get free. Recovery is hard work, so we can't be forward what? To be lazy. How about this right here? Stay hungry and stay thirsty. Stay hungry and stay thirsty. Who hungry to live? All right. Who make meetings? Very good. Who got a sponsor? All right. Who in service? Very good. Who read on what you suffer from? Anybody read in here? Very good. Awesome. Hungry and thirsty. Who knows until we die, there's no vacations? Anybody understand that? No passports. No retreats. No revivals. Until they bury us 6 feet deep, we are what? Constantly in what? Recovery mode. Hard work. All right? Staying hungry and staying what? Thirsty. Do everybody understand that? Stay hungry for it. Like I used to be the brother on the corner making the most noise out there. And I would be the brokest dude. No money, broke. Having a good time. Like my man Dash was talking about. 62 years old, still telling jokes, still live, still on fire to have fun and make people feel better. That's how I was from day one. I said, wait a minute, you broke. So what?
That wasn't funny.
I was always, but see, another thing too, I was never a prostitute for money.
Right.
So they don't pay me, I still show up. We doing that right now. Yo, you should be getting paid. Okay, money ain't coming, but guess what? You know how I get paid? When we enrich people's lives. That's how we get paid. The person who never talked, now they talk. The person who's scared, now they got a little bit of faith. That's priceless. Right. Give me that before money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Because when we started Minds of Men, it was all about what? Having powerful groups. Money, business cards, connections, all that came later. Websites, all that social media, okay, it's necessary, but the message is essential.
Yes, sir.
It's essential. Why you gonna have all those facts or logistics and you got a weak curriculum? Or you got a weak facilitator who's trying to distribute the information. Now he's tired and she's sleepy and he don't want to be here and she want to smoke 10 cigarettes and she want to wait in the car hungry and what? Thirsty. All right? To live. No breaks. Stay on fire as if the Eagles won. Who was on the edge of their seat yesterday when it was what? Yeah, 2 seconds they threw a touchdown. I said, I'll be damned. And guess what? The Commanders, they didn't give up. They fought to the last second. And went into overtime. But they still lost. How about this right here? Everything is possible in God. Who believe that?
Yep.
I'm going to take a swing at that right there. Whatever you after, whatever you need, whatever your desire, everything is possible in what? A higher power. Who believe that?
I know that.
Come on. You might want to speak on that?
Yeah, like I start praying. I'm one of these people who, when I am brought to my knees, that is when, and I'm ashamed to say this, when I'm brought to my knees, that is when I have the most powerful connection with God. And that's when I start praying with conviction. So prayer for me, it works because it has prodigious results. Okay, it might not be the way I see it in my mind. Like, Lord, I got locked up in June, okay? This is how I got clean. And I said, Lord, please help me turn this into a positive thing. Please. I will do anything. I will do anything if you help me make this into a positive thing. I literally got on my knees and I prayed in that holding cell. And the bail guy came in and said, all right, Miss Liebling, we can have you out by Monday. It was a Friday. And I said, I want you to hold me in here until you can get me inpatient treatment. And they kept me there for a fucking month. But you know what? It was, and I was kind of mad. Like, I was a little bit butthurt that they had me there for a month. But in the long run, I think it was better, because if I had been out there that Monday, I could have killed myself, because the reason I got in there in the first place was because I overdosed. My mother had to Narcan me twice, and I ended up in the emergency room. And because I had a warrant, the state police showed up and cuffed me to my hospital bed. And that's how. So, I think that was God that had me speak. Those were the words of God that had me, because everything within me as an addict was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here on Monday. But something within me was the opposite. I said, I need to do something else. I need to do something different, you know? And, yeah, I think prayer works. Dude, God's the only reason why I'm here. It's not because of me. It's not because of me, because I'm fucked up. My thoughts are fucked. My first thought is always fucked up. My second thought is always fucked up. So I place it all in God's hands. All of it.
Go fool. Everybody hear what she said?
Yeah.
That's power.
Yes. Mama had to Narcan her twice. It reminded me of a story we heard from this girl. Said, listen, her husband OD'd. And when the paramedics came there, they only Narcan you twice. And they said, that's it. He's gone. And she screamed.
One more time.
Hit it one more time. And that third time, woke up. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm talking about? To thyself be what? True. She wanted to live. So she asked for what? More time. It's one place we go to on Saturdays, right? And we know we be there from 10 to 3. And sometimes when I come through the unit, I hear their voices, me and my partner. Y'all haven't seen Rob yet, but one day hopefully you'll see Rob, right? It's 2 of us, not 1 of us, right?
You 3 of us.
Yeah, it's 3, yeah, 3 amigos, right?
Okay, yeah.
And there's more coming too, right? And it's like when you by yourself, you gotta put more energy in it, whatever like that. But when you got help, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, I can fall back, I can come up for air more quicker than I do now, right? But anyway, they come through like on Saturdays, they say, oh boy, here they come. I said, wait a minute, do you take a break shooting dope on Saturday? Do you stop shooting dope on what? On Saturday? You stop smoking crack on Saturday? You didn't do no personal Xannies, not on Saturday? So now Saturday is here, now you have a problem because we here for what? Treatment. To thyself be true. I got high every day, so every day is what? Recovery. I got high every day, so every day in my life is recovery. I got 7,300 days using. Only got 5,884 days clean. I got more days using than I got what? Clean, right? It's unbalanced. So I got to keep fighting. Even when I get it scaled, even when I get it even, and to go above it, listen, I still teachable, humble, hand up until I die. Come on, Dash.
I forgot.
Ah.
It was good though. I forgot that you took me so
I
good.
like it.
I have to come back. If you come back, bring it back. All right?
I'll be going then.
I have to come back, bring it back. All right?
I'll send you a letter.
Okay. So no breaks, y'all. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Queen.
Yeah.
All right. Everything is positive. And some people don't like it. Like, oh boy, she's sharing again. So you should share too.
Right.
Everybody hear that? Stop being secret agents. Stop being a program ostriches. Everybody hear that? Because we all need everybody's story. I do. I do.
I don't care about that because I do this for myself. I don't do it. You know what I mean?
But you touch and encourage other people. too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why for those who keep their mouth shut, you rob yourself and you rob others. When we keep our mouth shut, we rob ourselves and we rob other people. Because you'd be surprised. What come off your lips will help somebody. What we have to say might be the key to unlock the pain that lives inside of us.
Let them free.
But we will never know that if we keep our mouth closed. Everything ain't for everybody. I understand that. Because some people are unhealthy and they sick. You'll be sick with break time to be out there whispering what you just said. You heard what he said? He did what with him? What? Yo, out there. They come back in here like they what?
Hey, child.
They respect HIPAA.
Hey, buddy.
But guess what? That's the risk. If I sell drugs, I might get robbed. I sell drugs, somebody might OD on my product. That's the part of the game. And to share, give up the tapes on your life, that's part of the process also. Because some people's mouths is like Fox News, CNN News. They love gossip. And they throw yeast in the program. They flip your words like Fox News. Like they did to Jeremiah Wright. Talking about, he said, goddamn America. But they didn't play all of what Jeremiah Wright said. Let's keep it moving. Right there. All right. They said, do great things. Do great things. What's a great thing? Beirut stood up to the plate. I looked at, because see, I don't like to talk black. I got black flavor. That ain't gonna never go nowhere. Right. But I don't like to talk my topics all black people. Because we don't just talk to all black people. It's different races in the building. Sis was talking about she's Irish. I'm a McKnight. I'm Irish.
You're black.
McKnight is Irish. I got caught too, right? but look, Beirut. Every time he stood up to the plate, he swung for the fence. He struck out over 1,000 times. But he hit 714 home runs. Anybody hear that? Do great things. Do great things. What's great in your life? It don't have to be real big, extravagant. It can be small. To go to point A to B, back to C, and stay clean. That's great.
Getting through this.
Come on. Woo. That's a big thing right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Not giving no hot urines. Yeah. Not going back to jail for foolishness and nonsense. God. Small things is the big thing. That's the big one that's right here. All right? Do great things. All right? Do great things. How about this? Be brave. Be brave. Who here got to be brave? Come on, let me hear from you. What's your name?
Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
I've got to be brave every day. Because, I mean, how am I going to change if I'm not being brave and stepping into the unknown?
Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Very good. What you do recently?
What did I do recently?
Yeah, the show
Brave.
A bravery.
I got back on track, I had trouble believing in myself.
Back to number one, believing in yourself? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. All right. What about you don't believe in? Your past? Bad decisions?
That I can let go, that I'm ever going to let go.
What you holding on to?
Lots of pain, lots of anger.
There we go. We getting there. Where your pain come from?
How,
it's all right.
This wasn't supposed to be my life.
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to have these issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like nobody wakes up and asks to be an addict. Nobody asks for abuse. Nobody asks for distrustful situations. Nobody asks for chaos. You know.
Okay. You had problems with coping?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What used to be your drug of choice? Drinking? Crack?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, okay.
Because it just shut my brain off. It made everything quiet for the moment.
Everybody
I
hear
knew
that?
my problems were always going to be there,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like it was the only thing that could just you know.
Powerful. Powerful. How much time you got clean now?
I relapsed, so I don't even know. I stopped keeping track.
When the last time you relapsed? You used?
The 11th. It was I think it was the 11th of September.
And you didn't touch nothing since then? Let's give it to her, y'all. God bless. We get back to that. Come on. What's your name?
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, I used to feel like that too, but I look at it now like I'm glad I did all the shit I did and all the stuff I went through because it's made me stronger and better in life.
Yes.
So instead of looking at it like beating yourself up over it, look at it as something that not everybody went through and made you better and stronger today.
Or made it.
Right.
You see that, Danielle? Easy said than done, but that's how we got to get to that point right there. It had to happen. Mike, how much time you got clean?
Like 4 years.
Hey, all right, Mike. God bless you. New York, come on, soldier.
All right, real quick, like everybody know I'm going through something with my daughter, and I just was listening to her. Sometimes we gotta let go of that.
Yes.
Because right now, I'm talking about my daughter. She's gonna be 18 years old. A lot of people here do know my daughter and all that. I was chasing her, trying to bring her back, whatever. But if I'm gonna chase her, I'm gonna snap. I did snap. I relapsed. I was doing great, you know what I mean? But it sounds I have to let it go.
Right.
The same way we hit bottom, but there's one thing that I just heard that I really figured out. He said, "Oh, whatever drug it is." She said for 1 minute she forgot about everything.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot it for 1 minute too. But what happens with the other 8,000 minutes that we got left?
Mm-hmm.
What, we gonna do it every second?
Mm-hmm.
But we killing ourselves, and the person we're really trying to help is gonna be fucked up. So I think we need to help ourselves first, and we try to remember that. Now I remember 1 minute. It was cracked, so it was only like 3-4 minute high. It's your problem is right back.
You hear that, Danielle?
If your problem is gonna come back, it's gonna come back harder because now you gotta be like, damn, I just relapsed off this little girl. So you said that I gotta let go of that little girl. I'm not forgetting about her, but I gotta let you go to get myself right. To come help anybody or any situation. Don't even gotta be a person. It can be anything. Because then we might be embarrassed to come here to hear what we're hearing right now. I'd be embarrassed to come here, man. I'm not even gonna lie. But every time I come here, this place got my daughter back. And when I got my daughter back, I like slacked off of this place. I lost her again. Now I'm getting it back. But I'm gonna get it back for myself first. And then I can show her, like I was in jail for 10 years. I could not tell my daughter, yo, stay in school, because I ain't have a GED nothing. So my last 3 years, I got my GED and everything. I can tell you to stay in school. Because I got that to prove it. And I showed you what this GED gave me. I don't flip burgers for them. I'm manning something. So I want her to know that. So for me to tell her about the streets right now, I'm going to have to do this to a perfect T and show her, like, look, this is what this comes with, and you know where I was at, jail for 10 years. Which one do you want? But before I do that, I realize I got to do this in that 1 minute high.
Thanks for sharing.
How much time you got clean, soldier?
You made it back.
Not even a day or two.
Give it to him, y'all, my man. God bless you.
And the whole thing is, that might be like, oh, it's just that. You know, like, I got places to live, my mom's and all that. But my daughter, I could go to my mom's house. My daughter came out the program. My mom don't want my daughter there because of the problems she brings. You see what I'm saying? So in my head as a parent, oh, Mom, you don't want my daughter there, you don't want me there. You see what I'm saying? But it's not that. I came to realize I snapped on my mom, said nothing. My mom's just saying, Louis, if you chasing her, you're going to be doing these bad things.
Right.
You can stay here and I can watch you do good and then we can go get her. But I didn't know that. But that 1 minute high, I don't think it's... I'm not even gonna lie. It took me 2 relapses. And I heard this before that he said it. He's like, you gotta relapse too, do something. Forgot exactly
Get
the
you where
words
you
you
need to be
said.
at.
But it made me realize
Yeah.
and realize that I always sold drugs. I like money. I'm gonna keep it funky. I started doing drugs at an old age. I'm almost 50. I'm like, hell no. After this week, I blew 200. No, never. Never. I can't blow my money. My high is me having money. So if I'm gonna get high with the money, get high, it doesn't make sense. To go back to where you it's like you're going a circle. No, I'm not in one of those doors that go around. I want a door that opens and I can keep going. So at 1 minute high, that's what it takes to open that door to me. With your keys and stuff. And then it's open. Once you close it, you gotta open it again to get high, again to forget it. It don't make sense. Keep the door closed. I might be saying it wrong, but that's how I figured it out.
I understand that.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, learns a different way. That's how, you know.
And you see, Danielle, how you feel?
And I'm not saying, you know, I didn't, but this is my daughter I'm about to leave in the street. I really want y'all to realize that. Like, I got to leave my daughter in the street right now that don't got nobody.
Sorry, but you got to take care of you first. Can't take care of her until you take care of you.
Keep her in prayer. See, things like that keep us praying. You heard what? Because if we don't pray, it be not God's will, it be who will?
Yours.
You heard what I'm talking about? A guy said this. He said, in Kirk Bride, he said, listen, he said, they found my daughter in the dumpster. She was getting high in the house. She OD, died. They didn't call the paramedics. She died. They threw her in the dumpster. One guy up the street months ago said his daughter was missing. I said this a couple of weeks ago. His daughter was missing in group. While we was doing group on a Sunday, he got the phone call before we even started our group and said, they found your daughter. She's deceased. Somebody killed her.
I remember.
And when I hear stories like that, remind me of the pain I put my mother through. You know what I'm talking about? And here's another thing too. True story. A girl, the mother's in charge. You heard of that program?
Yes.
Her son got killed over a parking space. He shoveled the parking space out. Somebody moved in. They started beefing. The guy shot him 7 times. Killed her son. Pain.
Yeah. That's all that.
That's unimaginable pain. But inside of her pain, she flipped the pain and made it what? Start a blessing for other people. Now she's working with the governor. Now she's been in prisons. Now she got a staff. Now she got an organization. Now she's taking trips and helping other women and men who deal with the what? The loss of what? Their children. Mothers in charge. Out of pain comes purpose.
And growth.
When we run from pain, we don't know what's in us. Because I'm always what? Running. Perception. Danielle, you see this? How we see it. It's how we treat it. Thank God Pop left. So when I got my kids, I ain't going to leave. But we put that poison in us. A lot of us, we get dope sick or crack out of our mind. And we got to get that first before we perform as parents. And that's how we go down and we take, we lose for a moment. But we learn what common sense hit. Because common sense always showed up after I finished getting high. Now I'm hungry. Now I don't have no cigarettes. But I had $1,000. And I didn't spend it on nothing, my needs. I spent it all on my what? My wants. So I had to relapse for me to get better. You heard what he said? New York said before he stepped out? When he relapsed, he had an experience that he probably never knew that angle before. We can't save nobody but who? Ourselves. So your pain is a beautiful thing, Danielle. You got to put it out there and talk about it. Don't medicate it. Don't numb it. Because pain can lead to what? The depression. Right. And depression can lead to suicidal what? Ideations. And you can look into famous stars. How they was what? Dealing with situations and they couldn't cope and they took their life. Right. Robin Williams, gone. Accidental heroin overdoses. Janis Joplin. The list goes on and on and on. So we don't want to be a victim of that madness. Philip Seymour Hoffman, great actor. I was devastated when I found out he died. OD. One bag of dope killed him. And had 23 years clean. And gave it all back for one moment for I don't know what was going on. So your pain, your hurt, we need it to bless other people. But we got to go through it clean.
Go through it. Because
robots don't feel. But humans do. A lot of us don't like to feel, deal, and heal. So we always in the matrix. Come on, sis.
I was listening to what he said, and what stuck out to me the most was, he he had to learn, he's learned how to care for himself
Mm-hmm.
and love himself
Mhm.
before he can care for his daughter.
Mhm.
And that's something that took me a really, really long time to learn through a lot of trial and error. Like, I was convinced that I could neglect myself
Mhm.
and treat myself like shit and use drugs and still take care of my little boy. Like, I was convinced I could do this. And I would get out of treatment centers and still continue to do this. Like, I thought that I could do the bare minimum for myself
Mhm.
and still give him a good life.
Mm.
And really, the constant failure through my boy and like my son's behavior really showed me that, like, I can't do that. Like, his love for me showed me that I can't do that. And like, my spirituality, like, I see God in other people. Like, I see God in like the face of my son, and I see God in the kindness of other people. And I saw God in my son. Like, my son is autistic, he's nonverbal, but the look on his face when I was getting high, and he can type,
Mhm.
and he said, my mom does drugs in the bathroom when she's sad. Like, that really shook me.
He typed that.
He typed that. I didn't even know he knew what drugs were. I had no idea.
6 years old.
No, he's 13.
13.
Wow.
Okay.
13, but
Okay.
this was he's I think he's known what drugs are like for a long time.
Mhm.
I don't think I've taught him shit for a long time.
Mhm.
And you know, but I really connected with what he was saying, because you can't neglect your children or the people you love. You can't neglect yourself and then expect to give anything worthwhile to the people you love, especially with this disease.
Mhm.
You know, like, it's not, I forget where I heard this, but this disease is not a casserole disease. You don't see any people making a motherfucking casserole and dropping it off at your house with addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a cancer thing. Like, you don't see anybody, if you're smoking crack and selling all the shit out of your house, you don't see the neighbor coming by and putting a chicken casserole on your front step saying, thank you for robbing my car. I'm sorry that you, thank you for nodding out on my front stoop. Here's a casserole.
You make a good therapist. You make a good therapist. Thank you for sharing that, sweetheart. Come on.
Yeah, I shared before too. Like, that was one of the biggest reasons why I got clean, because like, I have a bunch of young kids and teenagers now and stuff, and like, how could I be a role model to them, and how could I tell them don't do drugs and don't do dumb shit if I was continuing to do stuff? So it was like, I had to make a decision to be a better example and a better role model by, like you said, like, showing them instead of telling them.
That's
You
right.
can tell kids till you're blue in the face, but they're going to do what you do.
That's right.
So,
Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Go fool. Go fool, Mike. How about you right here? And see what you did, Danielle? Yeah, good. That was good. That was good. Make today count. Everybody making today count? All right. All right. We live every day like it's our what?
Last.
How about life is beautiful? Who believe that?
Better know it.
Life is beautiful. All right. All right. Come on. I'm here from this right here. Why life beautiful to you?
Yeah.
Come on. I like to get people I haven't heard yet.
Just waking up every day.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a beautiful thing. I can experience, you know, something new every day.
Very good. How much time you got clean?
Hey, you asking every time. For my drug of choice, 7 years from prescription drug, or prescribed medication. A few weeks, like a week or two.
Hey, all right. God bless you. Who saw the movie It's a Beautiful Life? I love that movie. You know why?
How is it beautiful? A wonderful life?
A Wonderful Life.
Wonderful life.
Wonderful Life, right.
Yeah.
Well, look, it ain't Christmas. That's the time they show Christmas time. But the Jews in the movie was, he said, I wish I wasn't born. And the angel said, you know what? Because the angel trying to get what? His wings. He said, you know what? Let's make that happen. And now he didn't have no children. He didn't have no wife. Nobody knew him. Listen. And then when pain got great, he said, I'm sorry. He said, I want to live today. I want to live again. And everything came back to him. And he was going to go to jail. He said, well, that must be a warrant for my arrest. I'm ready to go to jail. He was just so happy to be alive. Those who do not value life, but what? Don't value what? Our lives. People who don't value education. Can you see a parent that don't value education and they don't care if their kids go to school? Don't show up to PTA meetings because they don't value it. Don't check their homework. Don't engage with them in reading and math. That's the person who wants a parent who what? Value education. My granddaughter got what? She got sight words on her wall. And we engage. Okay, you want to play games? You got to put money on their games for her to play. All right, we give you the money. Read.
I'll be reading.
Sight word. He ran. The elephant is in the room and all that madness. Right now, you can get your reward. You don't get rewarded for nothing.
You want Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, she be playing you, boy.
She tried to. She tried to.
I get a dollar for telling you something.
But life is beautiful. Hey, look. And you know what? And when you learn about your see, I never like to talk about me. I always talk about you, but I hide me. Expose you, but hide me. But self-examination, when you can laugh at yourself, that's beautiful. When you say, you know what, Derek, you got dentures and still love you. You hear what I'm talking about? When you just didn't know, because I wake up, like she said, wake up to what? Learn something new. I love when people talk because I'm listening today. Because I always heard you, but I never listened to you. Like, it's beautiful. I know, but God, we was at 52nd and Market, and a girl came to church on a Sunday with no legs and an electric wheelchair. No legs. Life is beautiful. You got yours. Why you complaining? Remind me of Forrest Gump when he saved Lieutenant Dan's legs. You know, and he saved his life. And he said, yo, I'm supposed to die. But he didn't die. And he was miserable and he was bitter. But at the end of the movie, Lieutenant Dan had legs and a woman.
He got married.
Remind me of Sin of a Woman. Remember Sin of a Woman?
Yes.
Ruha. When they say, he was laying in bed. He said, what do you want to do? He said, he put the shades back, right? Put the sunlight in the room. He said, let's go driving. And they went to the Ferrari place. He was still depressed. So they finally manipulated the guy and got him out of there, gave him money, then they got the Ferrari out of the shop. But Al Pacino was what? In the passenger side. He still felt depressed, but he was able to drive. He felt what? Alive.
Yeah.
And when he got back to the Ferrari shop, now he went back to what? Depression.
Okay.
And when he was at the red light, he stopped waiting for the red light and he walked across the street when the cars was moving. He wanted to die because he didn't believe in himself. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. I wish I had more time. My grandma was here. She died in the Bronx. And I wish I spent more time with my grandmother. I was so selfish, so caught up in me that I would never go spend time with her to go see her, go up and catch the Greyhound up to go New York City and just stay up there with her up in the Bronx. But when she died in the hospital, all guilt and shame, it bombarded me. How dare you? Why you wasn't doing nothing? You should have been there spending more time with your grandmother. My grandmother in South Carolina, she passed I think a couple of months ago. And I knew something was in the air. You know how something in the air, you know something going on, something ain't right, and they got the phone call. She said, Mom, you said your grandmother died. And South Carolina, that's where my grandfather, they always carry guns. My grandmother had like 6 guns. I remember a little boy, 45, 38, shotguns, all of that had guns. My uncle started smoking crack, sold them. But anyway, and I was like, we go out there feed the pigs and feed the chickens. And the pigs get fat for us to kill them, just to eat them. All right? And my grandfather came out here with a gun. He didn't tell me nothing. He said, he lined up, and boom, killed the pig. I said, why you do that?
How you gonna eat?
They killed the pig, split them open. That's where you get chitlins from.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
It was probably delicious up there.
It was. Listen, before the process of it was straight from the what? The earth. Then they cut the pig open, put them on a pit for 2 days, put juice on them. The best thing that you ever ate. My grandmother used to snap a chicken neck or chop their head off. And the energy, the chicken's still running around the yard twice, then collapse.
Trying to find his head.
Yo, country boys are strong. Yo, they are body slam you like 10 times, like the boy Chris Benoit, the guy who took his life and his family life. Yeah. They strong because they chop wood. Yeah. Country boys are strong. Yes.
I got down North Carolina, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, about it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
My man Drew. So selfishness, all right? We got to be selfless. Anybody hear that? Stop being selfish and be selfless. Because when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Give me my flowers when I'm alive. Everybody heard that
I
before?
want none. Don't put no flowers.
Give me flowers when I'm alive.
Give me the cash.
That's big right
I
there.
told my mother, I'm gonna top you right. I said, Mom, if I have to die before you, right? Take that insurance money and throw me in the backyard and keep it.
Right?
Damn right.
That's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
said.
applying for. Y'all need it. Y'all got bills to pay. Yeah. Y'all gotta eat.
I was right here. Be kind and be grateful. Be kind and grateful. Why is that important to be grateful? Who complain in here? Who complain and blame all day long? Anybody? Somebody lying. Somebody lying.
Yeah.
Who complain and blame all day long and can never be grateful
Can't be around people like that. All right?
because we killing our gratitude with attitude. Then we get in the case of the what?
Fuck it.
Then we go get what?
Ah,
All because we lost what? Gratitude.
Gratitude.
In spite of what life brings us, stay grateful. I always say about the Grinch that stole Christmas. The Grinch was a hater. He said those goddamn yahoos.
Yahoo.
And he was in the projects on the high rise, looking down at them in the low rise. He said those goddamn yahoos. I got something for their ass. And he get in his little ghetto mobile. Then he come on down to the low rise from
That's
the
you,
projects when everybody was what? Sleeping. Because that's how the disease of addiction moves when we what? Off our post, off our game, not studying. And it's easy to what? Steal and take. And so the Grinch took the lab screens. He took the laptops and the flat screen TVs and the red bottoms, the hair weaves and the Timberland boots and the sweatsuits, the IDs and guns and jewelry. He took it all.
The teeth.
The teeth too, right?
damn.
And we came back up to the high rise and listened to the yahoos now. But he didn't hear no gunshots. He didn't hear the ambulance. He didn't hear people yelling and fussing and cussing. He heard them what? Singing. Yahoo, Yahoo.
I love that we do that.
Yahoo. Because everything he stole, right? Listen, joy was not in things. Joy was what? Internal. Everybody hear what I'm talking about? And guess what? The enemy cannot take the joy that lives inside of us. Happiness is a place we visit. It's a place we don't live there. My bishop said that. He said that. I will never forget that. Happiness is a place we visit. You never live there. Joy is internal. Nobody can take that. We surrender our joy. Because when joy goes, peace goes. When peace goes, depression comes. Depression comes, bitterness comes. Bitterness comes, sadistic and chaotic behavior comes. All because I lost my joy. And joy is connected to my faith and my hope and my belief. Back to square number one. That with God, everything is possible.
You better know it.
Never lose your joy. I don't give a damn who you are and what's running in your life. Because that's the trick of the enemy. He used our past, he used our pain, he used our hurt against us. And if I'm not like that palm tree in Florida, you should have got to be out there, the weather reporter, hey, we down here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a mess out of here. He can barely stand up, right? But the palm tree behind him is what? Moving. But the palm tree number what? Snap. And that's how we got to be. Death comes, move, don't snap. See leaves, move, but don't snap. Kids acting crazy, move, but don't snap.
No, let them move.
And to snap is to what? To react the wrong way. Come on, brother.
There's a guy on Kensington.
What's
His
up?
name is Smiley.
Smiley?
Yes, I think you know what I'm talking about. He's clean now.
Okay.
They call him Smiley because he always smiles. Yo, and his hands and his body, from the needles and smoke back, his lips is messed up. You gotta know what I'm talking about.
I might have seen him before.
And now he just goes around there. He don't got a lot of money. I guess he was in the Navy or something. He gets like a $4,000 pension. He got $500 in a month. He get $500 for food. He got a shirt that saves you. Got $500 for food and $300 for transportation. The rest is for y'all. He actually goes out there and helps people. But there's nothing that can make him sad. Nothing. Man, I seen him get punched on. Hey, God is gonna forgive you. It's crazy. Smile.
Yeah.
Don't stop smiling.
Yeah.
And every once he comes back, he looks, and he's recording. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is he doing? So, mind you, every time you go there, he probably get beat up every time.
Yeah.
But his whole thing about taping it and showing you is that he shows you what he did, and then at the end, he shows you that he did help somebody.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I take my smile off, it's like I never did nothing. And I'm not going back to smoking crack and shooting. Look at my body. I'm trying to show y'all that y'all can make it.
Come on.
And it's the funniest, he started taking off his teeth and all that, but he makes you laugh.
Hold it for me.
But he
Hold
wants
it
to
for
show-
me.
yeah, you know, I told you guys, 500. This is what he got on his shirt. And he's like, I'm not going to change my appearance because if I change my appearance and look nice and neat, you're not going to let me talk this smile thing into you. And it really works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get everybody, but he said once a week he cleans one person. They just call him Smile. You can smile.
That's right.
That's inspirational.
Yeah. I do my messed up things and all that. I told her I do all that. My mother lives on Kensington. I go every Sunday with my own money. I don't go in with a lot. I'm trying to find her mother for real, but I do go help. Like, give out pizzas, right by the sandwich spot. You see me every Sunday out there.
He makes
You?
Me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Those tents on me. That's my money.
All right.
Why be over looking at me a peach?
You know what? New York. We gotta work on a podcast, and we coming down. We doing our podcast, not sitting down, not with no coffee in front of us, not our legs crossed. I'm not knocking nobody who do that, but we're gonna be right on the front lines. I want to get an 8x8 background drop, and we interviewing people that's out there. We're gonna sign consent forms because nobody gets paid. I want to make that be clear first. All right. It might be I got the New York City, and guess who was there to meet me on the bus in New York City? It was not Popeye. It was Barney. Was it Barney? Who was it? It was Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and I took a picture with him.
Right.
And I didn't pay him. True story. That was gonna beat my ass right now.
Netflix is doing the job. I'm in the movie.
Okay.
This is my job where I have to go do my photo shoots and everything.
Send that to me.
So we are doing a movie. It's called The Making of the Movie.
Okay.
But it's not like the making of a movie. It's making of a guy that we pick up and make him into a movie star.
Yo, send that to me. All right. I'm giving you. Got my number? Yeah. Send it to me. All right.
You know, Derek, he has a point. Like he's saying that, man. People listen to him because he didn't look a certain way. He wasn't all dressed up and shit. And I remember seeing you when you started speaking. It was at NHS in Sharon Hill. It used to be called NHS.
Yeah.
And you did not look the way you look now, Derek.
Suits.
Yeah, no, you're put together now. You had just gotten clean, and you did not. You were like skinny. You did not, and I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, I'm gonna listen to what he has to say because I couldn't relate with anybody else. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I was fucked up. But you I listened to your message because you didn't like. You didn't look the way you look now. You didn't have a lot of clean time. Yeah, okay. So he makes a point. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a guy, which house you be going to?
Where?
You just say is Castle something?
Yeah, Castle Grayskull.
Keystone. Yeah, we did yesterday.
Jimbo.
Who?
He called a guy named Jimbo. He's not there no more. My brother-in-law. And he used to call you tight and loose. And I'm like, why does he say tight and loose? He's like, Luke, from the bottom, he's New York, from the top, he's Philly.
Touche.
Yeah, you see, you got the baggy pants.
Yeah.
You got the tight polo from Philly.
Tight and loose. I like that.
But people think that we say something crazy when we say tight and loose.
Yeah.
But now you know what it is. It's like
You loose right here.
That's cute.
Hey, let me spit this on the floor. That's funny. I like that. Purpose. Who know their purpose? That's important. To me, that's important. Because see, a person don't know their purpose. Sometimes they can be idle and bored. But if you know your purpose, then you sometimes your life had what? Direction and focus.
And
right? I was always on the right team playing the wrong position. Let me say that again. Always on the right team playing the wrong position. I thought I was a comedian. They said, yo, you ain't that funny. Y'all they got that mic. A rapper? Yeah, you ain't no rapper. But what I do today, found my purpose. I love it. You know what I'm talking about? When we go home, we get on 95, we got to come back up here at 5:30 for OP. Then after that, we got IOP with my brother Kyle. Then tomorrow morning, we got to go to Recovery Centers of America from 10 to 11:50. That night, we got what? Fresh Start with the ladies on Frankfurt Avenue from what? 6 to 7. Wednesday, we jump up. Then we got to go to what? Fishtown. Pennsylvania Recovery Centers. That's in the morning. And we off that night. Thursday, Cadenzia. And we got Susquehanna House, 33rd and what? Susquehanna. Found your purpose.
That's where we be at.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Find your passion. You never work again. See, I love this.
Can I ask you something? You
Come on.
said you want to be a comedian?
No, you know, back in the day.
You want to be a comedian,
Yeah.
right? You want to be a rapper?
Yeah.
Put all this involved, and I bet you make it happen.
That's what's just a little bit of funny, a little humor, a little rhyming, right? So I'm doing that now and don't know that I'm doing it. You got me?
It's natural.
Right. Because it's all about the message.
Now you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's all about the message. My man in the back. Come on, I saw your hand, brother. Come on. What's your name, brother?
I'm Joseph.
Hey,
What's up,
Joseph.
Joseph?
I overheard like a couple places you mentioned. I was wondering, are they open? Are they free for everybody to attend?
Oh, it's what?
What do you mean to come out?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, one day.
yeah. If you come with us, it's no problem.
All right, so you can't just show up like
Now we don't bring men to female houses. We don't want no trouble.
No, we don't do that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I just make
You go see all.
those are AA.
No, they just recovery mean just like this right here.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. It's okay, brother. Listen, we give you our number. Where you from?
I'm from upstate New York, but Washington is close.
Yeah.
I live in Chester now.
You live in Chester?
Yeah, if you want to choose that way.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can give me a list of the numbers and how can you look up on the internet or something?
Yeah, no, I can send it to you.
Yeah.
All right, I get your number and then I send you all our speaking engagements.
All right, yeah.
We got a business card too. All right.
All right, cool. Thanks.
How much time you got clean, soldier?
Oh, let me see that.
Like a month or two.
Hey, all right. All right, brother.
I'm turn on TV and say, "Tickle Dad, Tickle Dad."
Find your purpose. Who want to be actors in here? Any actors and actresses?
I'm already one.
We already actors, right?
Yeah.
Find your purpose. Who want to be certified peer specialists? Who know Penn State and Villanova? Colleges, guess what? Because a lot of college kids is on Adderall.
Oh yeah,
And so the staff, scholars understand that the students are what? On drugs, on prescribed medications. And now they got peer specialists and recovery specialist classes that we can take. But it got a price tag with it. But guess who paid for the classes? O is one of them. OVR. Stands for Occupational Vocational Rehabilitation. They pay for what? For us to go to school for your classes. All right? So check Villanova out. Check Penn State out. The Board of Mental Health for those who want to be certified peer specialists.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Especially people who's better to help somebody who lived this life.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't neglect the people who never lived our life too, because they can help us too, vicariously.
Right.
Am I saying that? They probably got 4 of us who shot dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And they know what a dope fiend look like, because I took care of my pops. One girl said last night who shared, her father shot dope from 16 to like 70. Mama had to speak is easy. So she knew how it was before she hit the streets. And that's how some therapists are. So never put nobody down because they didn't live the life that we live.
Never know when they
Keep your mind open because you'd be surprised where your help come from. Last one, y'all. That's the right time on the wall?
Yeah.
All right, because we gotta
Be like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, we gotta be like Michael. Hey, big things and small things. Let's go there. Big things
Start small.
start small. Anybody want to speak on that right there? Big things start small.
It develops.
It develops.
Right.
Anybody got an example for that? Oh, what's my girl name? J.K. Rowlins. J.K. Rowlins in 1990, they told her no. By 7 years later, she wrote Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter. Big things start small. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the same thing. Hey, Tyler
What
Perry.
you said? Excuse me.
Come on.
Rewind. What you said
What?
about how the movie you just said?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
There you go.
She wrote the book.
Who
What?
did?
J.K. Rowlins. J.K. Rowlins.
Now she got more money than the queen.
My man, right? Big things start what? Small. I love humble beginning. Samuel Jackson was smoking crack when he did Jungle Fever. He was just like 4 months clean.
You're kidding me.
Samuel Jackson used to smoke coke. Say it again.
I just watched the documentary for him.
You did?
What?
And his career and his wife, his wife and kid found him passed out on the floor. He said he just copped all his stuff. He just finished filming Jungle Fever.
Yeah.
And it was the moment that his wife and his daughter found him on the floor that got him on the straight and narrow. But he was a hot mess. Hot mess.
Yes.
And now he's one of the top paid
Come on.
actors
In Hollywood.
Over 100 movies.
Oh, more than that.
He stay hungry and thirsty to work.
He like Kevin Bacon. You can find him in everything.
I like Kevin Bacon.
I like bacon.
That actor who was on The Wire died. The actor who was on The Wire.
J.K. Not J.K. What's that? Michael Williams. K. Williams. He was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he was a great actor. He died, man.
That bag of dope had fentanyl in it. And they locked up the guys who gave him the what? the bag.
Yeah.
They got his
And now
ass.
they're doing that.
Yes.
Good.
They got him. They got him, yo. So big things start what?
Small.
I never knew we would be at where we at. Coming from Baltimore, coming to Philadelphia, wanted to go to New York because I got cousins in the Bronx. They said that didn't work out, so I landed in South Philly, up the street from Beanie Siegel, right? Because I was at 4th and Siegel. And guess what? We started small, and yes, we're not that big, but we know we're getting there. See, God elevates you. Man will hate on you.
Yeah.
All right? So I don't look for man to gas me up, and I don't gas myself up. I get God get all the glory and get all the credit. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Anybody looking for a job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who hiring? JBS. Who want a slaughterhouse job? Slaughterhouse. You don't have to kill the animals. You can work at the other end of the what? The warehouse. Getting the meat ready. It's at Sourton, PA. The number is 215. They can pay $18 an hour, 3 shifts. $18 an hour, 3 shifts. The number is 215-723. 5555. That's JBS. That's in Sourton, PA. All right.
I like that. I was like,
Thank you. Excuse me, y'all.
215-723-5555. That's JBS. Always hiring.
What do they do?
3 shifts. That's a
Slaughterhouse.
It's a slaughterhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you don't want to kill the animals, you can work on getting it right. There you go. Right. All right. That's what's another job at house? Oh, Trinity Staffing. Trinity Staffing will help you get into the stadium for those who like the Eagles and the Sixers and the Flyers. That's Trinity Staffing. All right.
Oh, Goodwill in Wilmington is also hiring on the warehouse end.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom works for the staffing end. You can go to Goodwill.
Okay. UPS, Oregon Avenue is hiring.
And felons.
UPS. Who got a driver's license?
No, for real. And felons.
Paratransit. I used to pick people up for 2 years. Paratransit. Oh, who got a bicycle?
And the hospital. You know, hospital like to open theirs up.
Who want under the table money?
Yeah.
Get a bicycle and DoorDash.
Yo.
If you a hustler, listen, I did $475 in 1 week.
Yo.
On a 10-speed, not that motor crap. I was pedaling.
Yo, Stacey, I'm knocking you out. I was in the car. I was in the car, but I didn't have a driver's license, so I did what you said. And I was scared to pull up to the places with the car. So I would park in the corner and walk. You know, sometimes it's raining. You will make more money on 10-speed than on a car. Because they feel like, oh, man, you really can't.
Right.
You really walk in? Man, here's a $10 check.
Yeah.
He's going to meet on his bicycle.
Yeah.
Like Easy Reader, Morgan Freeman for the electric company. And way before people time in here. But yeah, yo, under the table work. DoorDash. Good hustle.
Okay. All right.
Good hustle. All right, that's a good hustle right there. Like he said, you can make more money on bikes than cars. You can park on the sidewalk, run in, get the order. Yeah.
All
right, so it's a lot of opportunities out there to get money, y'all. Starbucks, Amazon. Get paid. Yeah, DoorDash. For anybody who work under the table. All right? Under the radar. Everybody good? Listen. We love y'all. I'm going to put my number up here. Y'all can call us anytime you want to come out and share career opportunities. All right? All right, good group. All right? We love y'all. Who woke us up, y'all? God. Grant us serenity to accept the things we cannot change. The courage to change the things we can. And the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. Amen. All right, y'all.
Yeah. Anybody need a car?